My dear feminines, you need to understand one thing, that the masculine is simply trying to show you, trying to mirror to you whatever is happening within you, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Whatever you are seeing in front of you, you are seeing it through the other people around you. And obviously, those who matter to us the most, those we are attached with the most, or those we are like dependent on the most, those are the people who show us these frustrations, betrayals, heartbreaks. They make us feel like so wrong at times, like I shouldn't be like this. Because I am like this, these people are acting like this. Had I not been like this would not have happened to me. One of the biggest thing is, the reason why we suffer so much is because we are not able to have 100% faith in God that nobody can do anything bad to me or nothing bad can happen to me. And then we also forget the progress that we have made. When we are in a fix or we are in a difficult situation, we are in a painful situation, at that point in time, we somehow forget that we have come very far. Okay, those who have more of nurturing energies, the men who have nurturing energies and they connect, they feel that yeah, they are also chasers and they have also done certain things and they are also wishing for the divine counterpart, they are also wishing for the right type of person, but somehow they never get it, somehow it never happens. And no matter how much they work hard on a relationship, it's always like a heartbreaking situation for them, or it's like they have to put in too much effort, they have to please someone, maybe the mother of the girl, maybe the father of the girl. Why can't it be simple? Why can't we just be happy? Why do we have to take so many people's permission and we have to convince so many people this and that? So another person had written to me the other day that my masculine has moved on and he is getting married to some other person who is being shortlisted or selected by the mother and father of the guy. What am I supposed to do in such a situation? I am not able to forgive him. I am not able to move on from it. I am in a lot of pain while he is getting married to someone. He is enjoying. He is sharing photos. It's like so much is happening in his life while in my life nothing is happening. How should I forgive such a person who made commitment to me, who promised to me that he will live a life with me, he will stand by me through thick and thin, from here till beyond? Forget about planet Earth, he even gave commitment to me for beyond. How come that type of a person forgot all about me when things got a little difficult, when he had to just get up and do some effort for me? How should I forgive such a person? So all I'm going to say is that you should actually be happy that those people made this commitment and they did not fulfill it for you right away. Imagine if you would have gotten married to them or you would have had babies with them, then it would have been so hard for you, even harder for you. So you are very lucky that they are moving on to greener pastures and they are showing it to you. They are clearly showing it to you that they don't have the guts and they don't have the courage to stand up for you or even for themselves. And they are still little babies who need a mother, who constantly need, mothering, and they cannot be independent. If they love a person, they cannot say, hey, this is the woman I want to be with, and vice versa, this is the man I want to be with, and I'm going to stand by him through thick and thin. I don't care. If you want to support me, okay, and if you don't want to support me, that's also okay. If they cannot say that for you, then your expectation is only going to hurt you, and as I said, you will not be able to forgive them and you will not be able to move on, and you'll feel a lot of bitter feelings, you'll feel a lot of misery because of that. A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be talking about a divine feminine who is unable to forgive the masculine and move on. And she's going through a lot of feelings of anger, rage, frustration. She wants to cry, but she cannot cry. She's constantly thinking that, why? Why I get this in return of my goodness and my kindness or my humanity? My love towards people. Like every time I do something nice for people, they just do something that eventually hurts me and upsets me. It's very difficult for the feminines, and this is like again a collective feeling, because sometimes I'm being told about this emotion, and that certain things are happening around it. Certain things are happening around it on a regular basis or on and off, but you don't know that what exactly it's trying to point at. And in the morning I felt that there is a really strong purging going on in the feminine collective, because this forgiveness is one tool or one thing which will help you progress next step. Some people say that what should I do? If I forgive them, then they keep repeating the same mistakes. Forgiveness is literally very difficult, because when we are connected to people, no matter what capacity we are connected with them on, it could be as a friend, it could be in a relationship, it could be boss employee, it could be father mother, it could be parent child, siblings, any relationship can apply, husband wife. It so happens that when we have a grudge with someone, or someone has hurt us, or someone has betrayed us, we cannot forgive that person that easily, because forgiveness it literally makes you feel that, are you going to let it go so easily? Are you going to let this person go? But what happens is, when we don't forgive, we feel bitter, we feel angry, and because we have the same energy towards that person also keeps repeating the same thing again and again, or similar things. So in the twin flame journey also, it so happens that a lot of feminine have told me that I gave him so many chances. Every time he did this, I gave him a chance, then he came back, then again the same thing. How many times am I supposed to forgive that person? He never really changes. Men also say the same thing about their wives or girlfriends or their counterparts, that no matter what I do, she is still doing the same thing. It irritates me, it triggers me, I get pissed off, then I say certain things back. Those who can say something, they will say it verbally, they'll act it out, but there are some who cannot say anything. So they keep that anger locked and bottled up inside. The bitterness, it stays within, because you are not forgiving. And you might also think that, how come another person or other people are allowed to hurt me, but I am not supposed to do anything about it? But what can you do? In some cases, okay, it is understandable that you get into a no contact mode or a proper separation, where you don't see them, where you don't hear from them, where nothing happens, you are out of their zone periphery, they are out of your zone periphery. So people feel that it's easy, because so and so person is not out in my vicinity. But in some cases, in most cases, that's not the case. You need to meet those people regularly, you need to see them regularly. In some cases, you have to talk to them daily, and it is all destined, it is done by God. How many people will stay in how many place, and what all acts they will do. In Hindi we have this saying that God has already decided who will eat how much food from which plate, so you cannot be the one to take credit for it. If somebody is meant to be in your life, and you are meant to be in their life, at whatever capacity, you will be, and they will also be. Once your karma is clear, once your record is clear, once your balance is clear, then you will move on in a new vibration. And if they also are supposed to move in a new vibration, they will move, or else they will stay behind. It hurts when you think, oh, those people will stay behind. Why? Because you are attached to them. Forgiveness is actually very simple, but it can be very tricky at the same time, because there is a lot of pain, there is a lot of hurt that comes in from the past. It may be hard to believe that when you forgive people, the energy shifts. You shift in such a way that they also shift, because you are no longer attached to them, you are no longer expecting anything from them. Before you forgive, one of the biggest thing that you expect from them is that they will change. Okay, when you realize that they are not going to change, no matter what you do, this is how they are, and you've tried everything. You've realized that all your efforts, expectations are futile. All you have to do is just let it go. Let it go and leave it to God. Just surrender. Because you have done whatever you had to do. It's not in your hands. Maybe you're expecting that person to change, or those people or situations to change. Maybe it's you who needs to change from within and for good. Okay? But because you are also not able to figure it out, that's why you're expecting other people to change. Expectations are always going to hurt, no matter what type of expectations they are. No matter, if they are good expectations or bad expectations or this or that, usually they hurt. And when you are expecting something, you're already in the energy that, again, I have seen some of the mental techniques or manifestation techniques where they are saying, expect this, expect that. Even that is not a good energy to be in. Why do they say that? I don't know. That's why sometimes I don't like to really use these techniques and tools that are being shared by many people that say this 1,000 times, 5,000 times, this will happen, do this for 21 days and do that and change your life and change. You don't need to do anything, anything that they are mentioning, because it will not work. The reason it will not work is you're doing it so that something happens. So as it is, you are doing it for a certain outcome. Whereas in spirituality, in reality, in metaphysics, we say that you should not care about the result. You should not care about what's going to happen. You should just do your karma. Your karma is happening, don't care about the results. But in the manifestation world, at least to those people who are not giving the correct information, or they are giving misleading information, or even if they are not giving misleading information, people are getting misled because they are not able to understand it properly. Manifestations means it is going to happen on its own. If you are going to force it to happen, if you are going to try to, somehow make it happen, it will not happen. So that's why we say let it go. The stage of let go. Whether you use the law of attraction or whether you talk about the twin flame reality, the twin flame journey, major, most important, life-changing technique or stage is surrender. Why do they say surrender? Surrender is the key to union. Because if you are not going to surrender, nothing is going to happen. You are going to continue to think my twin flame should be like that, my twin flame should call me, my twin flame should message me, my twin flame should wish me on my birthday every year, my twin flame should, if not get into a relationship, at least we should have some kind of a closure, or we should have some kind of a talk. My twin flame should tell me how much he likes me. Why do I have to go for a reading to find out whether he really has feelings for me or not? Why can't he just straight off come, in front of me, stand in front of me and tell me that, hey, I love you or I like you, and this and that. And then when you keep saying why this is not happening, why that is not happening, that means you want it to happen very badly. And anything that you chase is always going to run away from you. Be it your DM, be it your DF, or be it anything, any goal, anything that you wish for. Okay? And that includes people who don't change, people who you have to forgive all the time, people who keep making the mistakes, they keep irritating you, they keep annoying you. They are just like you're also scared. If I do this, if I do that, will they leave? You maybe depend on them, things like that. So you're scared of many things. When we also want to change people, we want them to act in a way that is conducive to us, that is easy on us, that helps us out in some way. That's the reason why we want them to change very badly. And that's the reason why we start expecting so much from them. The least we expect is apology. The least we say is like, at least they should be sorry for what they've done, At least they should just tell me I'm sorry. I did this to you, I hurt you. Or in some cases, the other people will always say, oh, I was doing it with good intention. I never meant it to be negative. I never meant it to be bad. You only took it like this, or you only keep taking it like this. I always want to do good. I am a good person, I am a nice person, I am a humane person, but you are not good, or you don't see my actions as good. So then they put you in a bigger guilt that you are the one who does not understand the good intentions. Obviously, you don't see the good intentions. That's why you're upset. You see it as something which triggers you. Maybe yes, it is triggering you. Their behavior is triggering you because there is something, some problem over there, something is stuck over there, some issue you have about yourself. It is deep rooted in you. People are acting in such a way that they remind you of your pain again and again. You don't feel safe about it. You don't feel secure. So that, they keep throwing it at you that somebody can disturb you, somebody can trouble you, somebody can create pain for you, somebody can make you suffer, can you make you miserable and this and that. So you are not able to let it go. And then some of you might say it's easier said than done. No, it's not easier said than done, because people who say this to you, forgive and move on, they have obviously tried it out and they feel a huge relief after that, because a huge part of their blocked energy is going into trying to change other people and expecting from other people. Just the moment you accept it that these people or this person or this situation, specifically or non-specifically, like it could be more situation or more people in a group or whatever, if they change or if they behave, learn to behave, if they are sorry, then only I can forgive them. How can I forgive beforehand? Right? But then you need to accept them the way they are. This is how they are, all of them. Maybe single person, maybe your twin flame. Because your twin flame connection, most people don't realize it, your twin flame connection is actually connected to everything that has happened to you in your childhood or adolescence, which is not very healthy. So your twin flame connection has been sent to you so that you work on yourself. So how can it be comforting? Obviously in the beginning it will be comforting and enjoyable and you will be like excited. But soon you'll realize that there are way too many problems. Way too many problems. What to do about those problems? Okay, so for your personal situation, just in case you are not able to forgive people, it's very difficult for you to do it, you can get into therapy and you can also get into a personal session. You can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com, especially if you are not able to forgive your divine masculine or divine feminine, because of which you are not able to progress in your journey. You feel that you're stuck because every time you think about them, the moment you think something nice about them, immediately the horrible things that they have put through, the painful things that they've put you through, they just appear in your mind and you're not able to grow at all. Neither you're able to attract a new beautiful love relationship that is full of respect and kindness, neither you are able to get out of the old one. You're just like in the middle somewhere, and this is not the nice neutral middle, it is literally the doubtful, the maybe, the confused space of mind, the waiting space of mind, where you're just waiting and you're just wasting your time, you feel. Okay, so if you need hand holding for that, you can check out the description box and you can connect with me once you are 100% sure. And my friends, keep doing your inner work. Always remember that ascension is a lifestyle, and without the 5D union, 3D union is impossible. So you have to work on yourself. That's the only way to get into the union is inner work. Nothing else that people are offering you is going to work out. They can tell you 20 tips to get into union, but it's not going to work out if you don't put actual hardcore inner work into it. Okay, and this inner work is about source integration. It is not about healing your masculine or feminine. It is about integrating with source so that automatically your anima and animus are healed. Your Ida and Pingala Nadi. Ida is obviously for feminine and Pingala is for masculine. Both these nadis, they need to get energy, and the energy can only reach to all your 72,000 nadis through your Sushumna. Okay, and if your Sushumna is blocked, you cannot even give energy to all the other chakras. So when we talk about chakra alignment and chakra therapy, this is what we are trying to tell you, that you are not getting energy, you are not getting any charge in your body, you're just living like a machine, you're in monotonous lifestyle, your root chakra is blocked, your sacral is blocked, your solar is not getting energy, solar plexus, and all these things block your heart. If your heart is blocked, how are you going to fall in love or experience love? Without your heart chakra, love is not, you can't experience love. in its totality. And people, if you resonate with the channelings, then do let other people know, because there are lots of people in this journey who have been feeling very lonely and left out, and as if they are the only ones who are having this experience. Through your comments, you can give support to other people also. And yes, you can also show support and love to this content by clicking on the super thanks button that YouTube has recently introduced for all the content creators and the people who love to listen to daily content or regular content. Okay. So anyway, I'll see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.